I'm Dr. Kiran. Hope you're all good. Namaste. Trump has adopted this Namaste. Prince Charles of UK has started using Namaste. Our French President Macron has done like this, and then he just blew a kiss to his friends. And this Namaste belongs to the Hindu traditions, or else if you're a Muslim, you can say Adab. See, this is all kinds of no-touch techniques. These kind of viral infections have been known to mankind since ages, and whether it's bacterial or a viral disease or any other disease, it's just a disease. Till the solution is found, okay, we have to be careful. So no-touch technique for now. Don't hurry and run for masks of all kinds, because various stages, people, the experts are all talking, saying that you put a mask but from the sides it will enter. The concentrated particles on the face mask could themselves be dislodged by your own hand. Okay, we touch the mask and then do like this or do something or do like this, or so you're passing on the contamination to yourself or to your family members or to your close contacts. So in a way, this is a time when we have to be a little cautious, be isolated a little. That is exactly the reason why many countries have shut down. Before I go ahead on this topic, I recall the supreme sacrifice being given by all the health workers, not only the doctors, nurses, laboratory technicians, X-ray technicians, CT, MRI. It's a great supreme sacrifice, and martyred doctors, we have a few, led by the great soul which departed from Dr. Li Wenliang, doctor of China, who first notified about the outbreak. Normally it's all countries, it's usually, I don't know why, we disregard a notified health issue. It happens sometimes, sadly. But then it crossed all limits, boundaries, countries. Now it's no more an epidemic to say that it is only localized. It's almost in more than 100 countries in the world. And those countries which have escaped, they are also shivering in fear that this might come to them. So I have one question. If they say it is due to the eating habits, whatever they were eating raw, okay, like snakes, bats, etc., etc., then I have a big question is, one, the other animals in the food chain do not cook and eat. They don't sit on a table and say, give me salt, where's the pepper please? Do I have a plate? Is it cleaned? No. So they are wild animals, they eat like that. Now we have some human beings who have a culture of just cracking the egg and eating it raw. We just take an apple from the tree and eat, correct? We have our own carrots. Another interesting question to put: why are human beings falling prey to coronavirus or COVID-19? Why? In the wild nothing is happening. I am reminded of a movie, Mummy Returns. So probably coronavirus has already immunized all the other life forms, but it is new to us. So it is taking time for us to understand. In this stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, whatever they are categorizing right now. In all of the religions, everybody follows their own customs, their own traditions of cleanliness, personal habits. Whoever called the water as colorless and odorless, maybe scientifically it is so, but water is life fluid. The best additive is repeated and frequent, at least 20 seconds of hand wash whenever possible. If it's not possible, make it possible. Make it possible, because it's not your life alone. It's not your life alone, it's not my life too. It's my life with my family, your family, and your co-citizens. It's a responsibility, civil responsibility. There was one foreign national in India who was COVID positive. He didn't tell anybody. Okay, he got onto the flight to Middle East country, and they had to disembark everybody He is put into isolation, it's a different story, but because of him 220 co-passengers are also quarantined for 2 weeks, meaning innocent other passengers are going to suffer many ways in their destination. 2 weeks of absentia, loss of pay, maybe loss of job because they didn't turn up on time. So please do not do this, let's not do this. I will talk about my country, I should not talk about other countries. In my country, India, there is a lot of uneducated population, there is a lot of educated population, but when there is a crisis, there is always a fight. Nothing changes. Human behavior of rioting or fighting with each other or just stacking everything in panic, they are all wrong. Don't stack any food item or anything, just be calm so that everybody gets a share of whatever is available there. There is no point stacking 20 tissue paper rolls as was seen recently in a foreign country where two ladies were fighting like our villagers fight in India over water with their big utensils which they carry, and they fight over it. No need, just stand in queue, take one, everybody gets a share. So let the government, which is doing great work in Middle East also I am observing beautiful work. India, I really commend it. I am very proud of my Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who not only has supervised a lot of precautions and now has cut the boundaries so that nobody comes, nobody goes. I am in Middle East. I cannot come to India till April 15th and I welcome it. I am not shouting. There was a young man with his father and mother shouting from a foreign country saying that why the Indian government is not airlifting us. They have taken people from China, they have taken our neighboring Maldives children also. What is it? Why are not they paying attention to us? I felt a little perturbed actually, but then I can understand he's young, his hormones are bubbly, boiling, But what I would like to say is, before you misjudge or judge and pass on declarations about somebody's uselessness, think how useful you yourself are to your nation, to your society and to your surroundings. Am I wearing a mask? No. Am I sick? No. 90% of COVID infections, like any other viral infection, they are asymptomatic. They don't cause many problems. Even if you have some flu, some light cough or some allergies, rest that 1 to 4% may need hospitalization and rarely a few cases might die. And if this increases, maybe more death rate can occur. In India, where we see such a big population, we had 2 deaths. Government of India is doing so much. There is a helpline number given for each state which is being circulated among everybody on the news channels everywhere. So it is our responsibility that every Indian must own up what is happening during this pandemic. Epidemic is located to one place, state, country. Pandemic means it has spread throughout the globe. So in this situation, we have to behave with responsibility, and we should not try to take political mileage saying that what is this leader doing. Please try to cooperate. Sometimes we have to forget our differences, and that's why maybe our Prime Minister ji has called for a SAARC video conferencing where all neighboring countries have participated. It's such a proud moment that India and India's Prime Minister has come forward with one step saying that in an emergency fund for COVID-19 health management, we are going to give you $10 million US. Oof, $10 million US, India did it. So this is a way of giving and sharing. United we stand, divided we perish, not even fall. So friends, let's keep in mind there are certain things. One is face masks. Is it necessary? No. Everybody is telling us face masks are only to be used by the health professionals or the suspected patients. If everybody wants to buy a bag in the market, there will be no bags in the market very soon. And There's nothing wrong if the government starts manufacturing if there is scarcity right now, expecting the future. If the health authorities find that there is going to be a scarcity, it's going to flare up, if the trends go that way, our production must increase. That's what as an individual I am trying to suggest. To be honest. All citizens must be honest. Go to the doctor when you have symptoms. It could be just a general flu, cold, cough and light fever. I see patients, even people in the cinema halls and other places. What's that? When you do that, the particles from you are going to travel 1 to 2 meters away from you. It's like an explosion, So you should not do that. When you do that, you can't say sorry. Anything, any object or any person, even your pet, everything can become a carrier. So please, you can't succumb another person because of your mistake. You know the cost of healthcare today. So now coming to the healthcare sector, when a patient comes, if you really want a patient to say, doctor, I have a doubt, don't frighten him. Don't frighten the patient. It is a responsibility, because not only doctors, healthcare staff, because the patient first comes to the person outside in the reception. So there's a lot of protection at each level where we all can help each other. And when we fall sick, self-isolate. Self-isolate first. Don't burden the system of the healthcare, which is already reeling. One side we have recession which has started long back, already hitting India. All the prices are high, unemployment is high, so many things which are beyond the capacity of any government. Okay, now what is happening? Countries have closed down, not only movies, malls and other things. Everything has come down, just closed down, shut down. I really don't understand how the economy can run, how salaries can be paid, how everybody can lead their normal life for a very long time. This is a new kind of a harsh recession which will take very long time for recovery. Time when even enemies must not try to make eye-to-eye contact with hate. Make a contact with love, heart to heart. So it's a challenge given by God to awaken us to spend the rest of our lives, because as Nostradamus is right in most of his predictions, there will be a harsh plague-like disease which will wipe out much of humanity. Is COVID-19 one such? Is it that, or anything else is also going to come? We have got enough. We have got hurricanes, we have forest fires, we have earthquakes, volcanoes, everything is going wrong nowadays. So spread love, forget hate. This is my take-home message to you all, friends. Let's pray and let's be honest. Let's submit ourselves to medical examination and self-isolate if need be, get admitted. Don't run away from isolation wards given by the health authorities, because that means you have crossed your stage of self-isolation. You need medical self-isolation. Accept it. It's just 2 weeks. Don't worry. You have a big life to go ahead, so don't panic. Good luck and namaste. Love you all.